Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Oh, everybody loves Fridays. Weekend coming up. Probably have some special things planned. Welcome to the Today Show, our fun Friday day. On Friday, we try to do things that are fun. I thought today we would do a little presentation on 10 ways to have more fun. Are you having any fun yet? We're so busy and so tied up and so oh my, stressed. When is there time for fun? This is the Today Show brought to you by the Disability Channel, streaming live right now on Laurie Davis Facebook page, YouTube, Laurie Davis show host, and 5 Minutes to No Limits, my other YouTube channel. So here we are, and we're going to talk today about how to have fun. So please get out your notebooks and let's get at her. Right on. We did have a guest. He may or may not appear. If he does, I'll just stop everything and welcome him. And if not, then you're stuck with me for the next 50 minutes or so. So welcome, welcome. Well, let's talk about fun. What does that mean to have fun to start with? What does it mean? Well, it means doing things that leave us feeling happy, supported, loved, and we're really good at the punishment. You see, punishment and reward were how we were raised, and punishment sometimes overrides the rewards. And so it's hard to have fun when you're being punished, or if you're in a toxic relationship and it's all very heavy and negative and critical and stressful. And maybe, just maybe, we don't even think we deserve to have any fun. But we should have a fun factor in our life every single day. Every single day. Fun and social. It's part of being balanced. So if everything is work, 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 kids, 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 family, 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 and a lot of us right now are busy caregiving for others, and that can be very stressful. And we don't even think that we even have time to have fun. So I always like to look at the why. So if we examine our situations right now, who's having fun and who isn't? Well, you have to plan your fun just the same way you plan your meals or plan your schedule or do your day timer. We have to make a plan and put it in our schedule. Even if you start out with a half an hour a day, between 2 and 2:30, I'm going to have some fun. Maybe 7 o'clock this evening, I'm going to do something for me that is fun. We have to. We don't have to do anything, but we should choose to include fun in our daily routine. So a lot of us are very disciplined when it comes to things like making sure I get my glasses of water in. Maybe I go for a walk. That's fun. Perhaps, I read so many minutes a day. We do have rituals in our lives and good habits in our lives, but we also have some not so great habits. And so today we're going to build that habit because once you do something, this research shows, once you do something for 21 days in a row, it's a habit. And then it goes on to autopilot. And remember, I always use the analogy of learning how to drive a car. Remember back in the day when we learned how to drive our vehicle, we had to make a conscious decision to put on the signal light. We had to, watch for the pedestrians, stop at we had to think about it all the time. And then as we became really good at it, and it's like anything else, we have to practice. So once we got those hours in and we got our license and we started driving all the time, now you jump in your car and you don't even think about what you have to do because it's on autopilot. It's so much on autopilot now. They have those cars, they drive themselves. That's kind of scary. But anyway, autopilot. So you want your fun factor to be automatic. So every chance you have to have a little fun, it's okay. We have to be able to give ourselves permission to enjoy life. And it's very, COVID really, really took care of a lot of our fun factor because we couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't attend a birthday party, go to a family function. It really, really damaged that part of us. And with the vaccination, if you were vaccinated and some of your family members chose not to be vaccinated, then you weren't allowed to come together at events. Families were divided. People not speaking to each other because they didn't get vaccinated or they did or blah, blah. So the fun factor in our lives, COVID did a lot of damage. And there's still people who haven't come out of their house yet. They still think it's out there somewhere and that they're going to, and I see people shopping and they're still wearing rubber gloves and masks and wow, where's all that coming from, that fear? And life isn't all fun. We know that. Situations come up that are not positive. I just had an example of that last weekend. Last weekend was my birthday. 75 years on the planet now. And to me, that's a milestone because after that, we're on borrowed time, man. But I feel so blessed to be 75 and healthy and vibrant and energetic, still have my mind. And I'm going, okay, so we're going to make a plan. We're going to do some things that are special. So we're going to head out to a lovely casino we have up the way here, the River Cree. I'll put a plug in for them. And we were going to meet up with friends. She, of course, is a friend and a birthmate of mine. Our birthdays are the same day. The guys were going to come with us. We were going to do a couple things, stay overnight. The next day, we were going to go have our eyes checked. We need new glasses. Can't wait. And that's always fun for me, shopping for frames because I love good, nice looking frames. And then on Sunday, we were to go for a birthday lunch with our besties. And Thursday morning, I get up, I get all dressed and ready, and I'm starting to pack, encouraging my husband, Ron, to go have a shower. And he goes and has his shower. And when he comes down, he asks me to put some cream on his back. It feels kind of itchy. And when he turned around, here was this big patch of shingles, they call it. So what happened to the fun? Well, all of a sudden, the fun got canceled. We'd even planned to put the dog in the kennel. So life happens and it gets in the way. But what do we do? How do we respond to that? Well, the best thing is you make another plan. You have a backup plan. And for me, it was just as long as I was enjoying myself and I wasn't working and I could relax, maybe not get dressed if I didn't want to, all of that. So when you choose to have a fun life, that's a decision. That's a decision. And when we make a decision, good morning, Jill. Oh, excuse me. Good morning, Kathy. Our regulars are here this morning. And if you're watching, please put your name up in the comment bar so that we can put your name up here and welcome you to the show. And yes, thank you so much. And then speaking of birthdays, here's Jill, young husband. You know her from the Veterans Show. She made up a story about how she wanted me to meet a friend of hers because he was interested in our workshops and so on. And I said, well, it's my birthday, but I can do that. So I had this appointment at 10 o'clock. And then what did Jill do? Well, she had organized some people to come in and wish me a happy birthday with, I had to put this on. And then I had to put this on. And it was a complete surprise. So do you know that some people don't even like surprises? Wow. Now that's not a fun factor. We must always be ready for a gift, a surprise, a blessing, because they're out there trying to find us. But if we're not in the right fun frame of mind, we miss out on so much. And even as I'm broadcasting, I can look out, and across the street is a beautiful big park. And last week, two fun things were going on over there. One, it was packed on one end of the park. It's quite large, but you can see the whole thing. And here was this family having a birthday party. And there were old people and young people and babies and children playing on the playground equipment. And they were having such fun. And after the party was over later that day, I looked out, and here was an elderly man with a little baby in the baby swing, and he was pushing the swing ever so gently, and they were having fun. But some people, it's like they don't think they're supposed to have fun. And what about that? You have a little fun, and then the next day you feel guilty about having so much fun, or being out so late, or having one too many maybe glasses of wine. And so the next day we punish ourselves for having a little fun the day before. Man, we've got to cut ourselves some slack. We're not here all that long. When I look back at the 75 years, I'm going like, whoa, where did that go? And you always do that. You look back and you go, that's 7 decades. And I think about, that's a lot of water under the bridge. And some of it was great, and some of it was good, and some of it was amazing, and some of it was not so good. But if we want to have an amazing life, the only person that is in charge of that is us. No one else is responsible for your happiness. I hear that all the time because I work with couples a lot, and it's really interesting how they get together and think it's the other person's job to make them happy or to provide the fun. Oh, no. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Right? It's like going to the bathroom. No one else can go to the bathroom for you. You have to go yourself. And life is like that. And sometimes I'm the funniest person I know. Sometimes I'm the smartest person I know. But I'm always looking for the fun in whatever situation. Whatever the situation. Even a couple of years ago, when I was diagnosed with cancer, it was early stages. It was early detection, quick medical treatments, and a hysterectomy later, and I'm good. No treatments, no medication. And even in that situation, I told my surgeon, I said, you're going to take everything. And she said, yes, it's a good idea. You don't need it. I said, no, I agree. I said, but you can take the baby carriage, but you cannot take the playpen. She had no idea what I was talking about. I'm telling you, people are so entrenched in their lives. They don't have any. And she said, I've never heard anybody say that before. And I said, oh, yes. I'm from the East Coast. And when a woman has a hysterectomy, you can take the baby carriage, but you can't take the playpen because maybe we're not done with that yet. And I hope that brought a smile to your face. And if you're sitting there and you still haven't figured it out, well, then maybe you need a fun factor. All right. Well, we're going to take a little break, and then I'm going to come back and share 10 ways to up your fun factor. So get your notebooks out, get ready to go, and we'll talk more about fun because it's Fun Friday. So Friday, we like to do things that are, we talk about some pretty heavy stuff through the week on the Today Show. We have some pretty incredible guests, and we're out there putting good messages out there. But on Friday, it's casual day and fun day. I always wear something fun on Friday, and I always have something fun to eat on Friday. And Friday is date night for 32 years now. Every Friday, date night. I'd highly recommend it. It has helped us so much. All right, we'll be right back. And here is an opportunity for you to advertise with us. If you have a product, a program, an event coming up, a service. I don't know why that blue dot keeps hitting my head, but it's kind of fun. And I'm glad it's not a red one. right? So see, there's the fun factor, right? Here's this blue dot keeps wanting to flash there, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm glad it's not red. Okay, so hopefully we're making you smile today. Thank you, Kathy. I look very nice. Thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate that. All right, so here we go. 30 seconds. See what you could say about yourself in 30 seconds. It's a really good exercise, and it's a lot of fun because you mess up quite a bit and then you just laugh. Okay, here we go. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Dr. Laurie Davis, and you're listening to The Today Show right here, right now, in this moment, streaming live on the Laurie Davis Facebook page, YouTube, the Disability Channel, gosh knows where else, LinkedIn, Twitter. We're all over the place right now. And let's see, who else is joining us this morning? Oh, my goodness, all the way from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Good morning, Lisa Horn. Nice to see you here this morning. And, well, I don't know. I'm not sure, Kathy, what you're doing. Oh, you put a little smiley face up there, but it's the wrong one. Okay, all right. And no worries. That's all right. No apology needed. So, good morning, ladies, and welcome to the show. And these are people that are in my world. They're part. All right. Well, I don't know. I disappeared there for a minute, but I'm back. So, today, 10 ways to have fun. We're talking about putting fun into our lives, fun factors. We have to plan it. You can't just wake up and go, oh, today I'm going to have some fun. No, you have to make a plan, just like everything else, your fitness, your health habits, everything. So my number one, I hope you're writing these down because they're kind of cool, is to give yourself permission. First of all, you have to make a decision that you're going to have fun in your life. And so one of the things that I love to do is, number one, I like to try something new. So whether that's, learning how to paint, doing some photography, maybe taking piano lessons for the first time in your life and you're 50 or 60, try something new. It's fun. It's fun, go to a yoga class. Maybe you've never done yoga. I decided here a while ago I was going to join the gym, and I did. And I thought that would be fun. And I was really intimidated to walk into this gym and all these muscular women and guys. And I did go 6 times with my trainer, and she taught me lots. But that was something new for me. I had never gone to a gym in my whole entire life, and I wanted to have the experience. Then I decided it's not going to be something I have time or want to do right now, but I kept my membership and I still have my Fobble, and I can go there anytime. But try something different. We're so programmable. We do the same old things over and over and over for everything, including fun. So step out of that box and try something new. And if you're watching us live, please put your name up in the comments if you're coming in through Facebook, because then I love to acknowledge that you're here. All right. So that's one way to have fun. Just give yourself permission to. It takes confidence, though, because there's a lot of fear around the unknown. If it's something you've never done, you're probably afraid to even try, but go do it anyway. I was afraid to go to the gym, but I went anyway, and I didn't even have any gym clothes. I had a good pair of sneakers, tennis shoes, but I didn't have any, of the spandex stuff that everybody's wearing. I don't own any of that kind of stuff. So just try something new. And it was quite all right. And my trainer was amazing. She was so sweet to me and kind and loving. And yeah, like it was really great. Number 2. Now, this is going to be a hard one for some people. Just have a do nothing day. Like a do nothing day. I'm not going to do anything today. Nothing. I'm not getting dressed. I'm not having a shower. I'm not, I'm going to turn off all my technology. Just a do nothing day. And once you do a couple of those, you'll want more. And here's our esteemed leader and founder of the Disability Channel, just showed up here just now. Yay. Thank you. Good morning.
Hi, Laurie.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm glad you can hear me. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just on my way to another production, another Friday production. So I just thought I would give you a call and see how
Thank
you're
you.
doing today for a Friday.
We're doing great. We're having fun today.
Oh, that's good. Well, Friday is fun day, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm just sharing 10 ways to have fun. Give yourself permission to have fun. So we just shared the first two, try something new and have a do nothing day.
Oh, that's good. Well, let me just give some updates here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. We full-fledged production. We have all type of different productions from the Today Show, which is our flagship show, along with our U.S. partner Today Show, run by Kurt and Emily. And I believe you guys are going to be interacting pretty soon with Donna. And who else is coming on, Laurie, from the States? Who else have you booked on? Was it just Donna right now?
I just have interviewed Donna, but I certainly am happy to get in touch with them and bring them on board. With Donna, I did a pre-recorded interview, which I'll be sending off to you to edit.
Oh, nice. You did. You already interviewed Donna.
Yes.
And have you brought on Kurt and Emily or not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
So I have another gentleman for you, maybe next week. His name is Fraser Newcomb, and he's our latest musician to join the team. He's also a veteran from the East Coast, and he's played with some pretty high-profile people, including Tom Cash, which is Johnny's brother.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He's got a couple of great stories regarding Tom Cash. Like, I bet you people don't even know Johnny Cash had a brother. Most people don't even know, right?
Right.
And he had some interesting things to say, but he's also open for some big people, and I won't say his age, but let's just say he's been around a while.
Well, he's probably younger than I am. We don't have to worry about that.
I don't want to say, because I know you're 22, so I think he's a little bit older than you, right?
Okay.
I think he's a little bit older than 22. But yeah, so it's kind of exciting. I want to thank Big Records and Mark Rosner. So he's introducing me to a whole bunch of new musicians and veterans. And it's amazing how music helps veterans along with, obviously persons with disabilities. So it's great. I also want to announce that right now the Disability Channel is working on something regarding our October 12th fundraiser, which is being held at Kerrigan Arms, which are wonderful people. I've known the owners for probably going on 5 or 6 years. They're big on local music, and they have a Thursday night open mic. They have a Friday night karaoke, and then they have live entertainment Saturdays and Sundays. Sundays is allocated for Country Day, which I'm a big fan of, and Saturdays is more like a rock and roll, like a pop day, right? Everything. So I think I'm going to be getting more involved in the night scene of music with this local pub, and going to be bringing on some big supporters like Long McQuaid. I was there yesterday, who they donated another guitar for the October 12th fundraiser. So right now I'm on the midst of going to pick it up after my production, and we're going to get it signed by a superstar.
Right.
Still working on that superstar, and we're going to be having 50/50s there. So I think once a month, the Disability Channel Circus and Wild Child Records is going to be moving in there from a Thursday, Friday, Saturday showcase karaoke, showcase open mic, bringing some veterans. We need a big veteran mix in there. We're going to do a production, and we're going to showcase the local pub that helps your local musician. So it's great. If they're all regulars, we're going to do a 50/50 at the end of the month there. So yeah, it's kind of exciting. We're going to be showcasing it on Sirius XM. So that's kind of exciting. And then we're going to be offering our employment programs, right? So it's all about education, and that's going to hopefully coincide with our cross country tour, hitting the Super Bowl, hitting the Invictus Games, hitting Illinois, hopefully, across Ontario. We got big supporters from AMG/Sony, so we're really excited. There's lots of great stuff going on, including your show. Like your show is really taking off, and we're just adding like the team, like so Jay and Kathy and myself and you and everybody on your side, from Virginia to Leonard to the whole team to Ramin, right? So it's really good. How is Ramin, by the way?
Oh, excellent. Yes, we were together yesterday evening for our finance training. He's teaching us how to trade. To do, be able to trade on the stock market. So that's
Nice.
one of the aspects of our financial package that we have. So yes, I saw him last night. I'll be seeing him today. We're going to do a 22-minute segment today for you.
Yeah, that's going to be great. Send me that, and we're gonna, just to let people know that if you want to watch us on television, we're also on Your TV, which is part of the Cogeco family. So
Great.
yeah, so we're TV, radio, streaming, online, showcasing positivities and opportunities. So why don't I book off? I'll let you go, but have a great show,
Thank
and
you.
we'll talk later today or over the weekend or whatever.
Right on. Thank you so much, Jay.
Thank you,
Bye.
Laurie. Have a great show. Bye bye now.
Okay. Bye. All right. Always love those visits from Jay. Just whenever he has a chance. He's spinning a lot of plates right now. But that's why we're here to support that. And we love everything about that. You bet. All right. We're going to do another fun thing, number 3, and then we'll take a little break. Number 3 is to have a day where you just movie binge, I call it. You know what binge drinking is, right? Well, this is movie binge or series or entertainment. And there's so much available to us now on so many platforms. Maybe you just take a day and all you do is watch podcasts, or you do a Today Show binge, or when I was really, really stressed at one time, trying to get the business off the ground, and money was tight, and we had a little cabin and in the woods, and there were no, it was pre-technology. It was in the 90s and 80s. So we had purchased this little television set, and it had a slot in the bottom where you could plug in a VHS. And I would go to the movie rental store, and I would get 10 of those. And I would just, one after the other. I only got up to go to the washroom or to get something to eat. But like a movie binge, it's a great thing. And you get to just, check yourself out for a day. It's kind of like the do nothing day, but this time you're going to insert some movies. And one of those, make a plan. On Sunday, July whatever, that's going to be my day to dedicate totally to me, where I don't get dressed, I don't have to have a shower, I don't have to go anywhere, and I'm just going to movie binge. And that's really fun. Or I love, there are movies that my husband doesn't like to watch that I want to watch. So that's the day that I would do all my chick flicks, all my girl movies. I love entertaining movies like dancing, singing, and all of that. So a movie binge, right? Oh, yes, the Yellowstone. Yeah. Yesterday I had what day did I wear my tank top? A black tank top. I didn't show it, but on the front it says, "Don't make me go Beth Dutton on you." That's on the front of my shirt. And a lot of people don't know, who is Beth Dutton. Well, Beth Dutton is Kevin Costner's daughter in the Yellowstone series. So if you haven't watched Yellowstone, that's a great one. And I have the whole set. Thank you, Kathy, for that reminder of the Outlander or Yellowstone. Yeah. Or I'll tell you another one that's really good to binge on is Bates Motel. If you haven't seen that, based on the movie Psycho, I could watch that over and over and over with, is it Freddie Highmore? Yeah. The Good Doctor. Right on. Okay. Number 4. Oh, before we do that, a little break, 30 seconds. I hope everybody's practicing their 30-second heads because there's going to be big opportunities here. What could you say in 30 seconds to a minute about a product you have, a service you provide, a book you've written, an event that's coming up? Welcome back, everyone. You're watching the Today Show. I'm Dr. Laurie Davis, your host today, and it's Fun Friday. So we are having some ideas come forth. And if you're watching the show and you're here live, and I see there are people here live, and you have an idea of something that you do for fun, put it in the comment box, and I'll put it up as well. And we can come up with even more ideas. So far we've done try something new, have a nothing day, a do nothing day, have a movie binge day. And number 4, I respond really well to music. I love all different kinds of music. I love classical music. I love jazz. I love country. I love rock. And I love to dance. So pretty much these days I'm dancing by myself. I need a dance partner. Anybody out there interested? Because music and dancing, karaoke, any of those things, if you love music, get lots of it going. We play music in our home every day. 4 o'clock when my day ends, the music comes on. And there's so many options now. And if we're out on the deck, I just take my phone out there and we find stuff that we want to just listen to outside. It's really great. But music is a big part of my life. I'm not a musician. I don't play an instrument or anything like that, but I love music. And music is kind of what separates us from the animals. So just get into some music. Maybe I love Charlie Rich. Oh, he passed away in 1995. He was a country singer. He wrote that, or he sang that song, What Goes On Behind Closed Doors. That was his most famous. And I learned later that his wife was his songwriter. She just passed away not too long ago. But Charlie Rich, I love his voice. And you know that song, Hey, Have You Happened to See the Most Beautiful Girl in the World? It just, it just soothes my soul. And I'm a romantic, so I love that, all those love songs from the 50s and 60s, the Platters. Yeah, I love all that stuff. So put some music into your life. And just how much music are you listening to? And what kind of music? Do you know why little kids love Elvis? Are you aware? Even little kids, if you put an Elvis record on, they'll start to dance to that. Because rock and roll, the old rock and roll, was in sync with is in sync with our heartbeat. And when you go to, a rock concert where the music is not in sync, people leave those concerts really, some people leave them suicidal because it goes against our natural rhythm. And jazz is a little bit like that too, but that rock and roll, that beat, it's in sync with our own heartbeat, and that's why little kids respond to it. So if you have little kids, just put on some rock and roll, and they'll respond to that really easily. All righty, number 5, pamper. Don't you love? I love getting my hair done. I took off my fake nails. Can you see that? I have had fake nails for decades when they first came out in the 70s for me. So I decided, I'm going to just let them grow, and, it takes time. So what I went to my nail tech and I said, how about I've let them all grow out, And just for fun, let's just have an old-fashioned manicure. I hadn't had one in years because that's a totally different process than the fake nails. So I just decided we'll start from scratch. This is his work, and we'll just because if I recall, I had a pretty healthy fingernail anyway. So now I get to go every couple of weeks and have a manicure, and you get a whole hand and arm massage, which you don't get when you just get nails put on. So that's a change that I made. To try something that was new for me because I've had, fake nails for years. And I'm actually quite liking these because it's easy to use the computer and my phone. I can pick things up. Yes, I'm enjoying that. So anything you do, have a massage, go get a reflexology treatment. They're amazing. They they I they can go into the bottoms of your feet and tell you if your liver's fatty or if your kidneys are infected, or it's an amazing natural way to stay well. Do something holistic for yourself. Um, a nice hot bath with some soft music in the background. Can't you see that being fun? And just taking the time, because fun is like everything else we mentioned earlier in the show. You have to plan. You can't just, willy nilly and think it's all just going to happen. Life is not like that. You have to make a plan. If the plan doesn't work out, you have a backup plan. But if fun was scheduled in for that particular time frame, then you're going to find something else if the first plan doesn't work. So pampering, making sure you're putting on all your lotions and creams and giving yourself a nice mask and just self-care. And it's fun. It feels good. I love to experiment with my makeup, and yeah, it's just my makeup table right now. You can't see the top of it because I have everything all just kind of laid out, and it's all there to grab when I want to getting ready to do a show or whatever. And my makeup table happens to be, are you ready for this? My school desk. My dad worked in an office and they were buying new furniture way back in the 60s. And he brought that desk home for me to do my homework on. And I still have that desk. And that is now my makeup. It's got a drawer in the middle and 3 on the side, and it's wooden. And I'm looking at it right now when I turn my head. I think I need to wearing a different color lipstick. Or if you don't wear lipstick, try it. It's so much fun. Okay, number 6. This may be a stretch. The next time you're shopping for clothes, whether you go to a used clothing store or I'm not a big fan of buying used clothes. I have, but it's not my thing. I have more fun. I want something that I know no one's worn before. That might be a phobia. I don't know. But I have found some pretty cool stuff in a store we have here in town. Pretty nice things too, good brand names. And but when next time you go shopping, buy something that you would never buy or that you've never bought before. Like maybe you haven't worn bling. Try it. It's quite nice. Maybe there's a certain color that you don't think you look good in, so you don't buy that. You love the dress, but you don't like the color. And same thing goes for guys. You know what, guys? Get a purple shirt. You know what I'm saying? Try something different in that line. Buy something that normally you would just walk by and not even try it on because it's the wrong color. It's not what you're used to. And you wear the same old all the time. So just have fun with something new like that. And make sure it's something that, and then when you wear it, people are going to go, wow, that looks pretty cool. And then you know what'll happen? You'll go buy something else that's different. See, we have to change our mind, change our pattern, change our thought process, because it all starts up here. And we are what we think about. Mm-hmm. So splurge and wear something totally shocking to everyone, because you'll be surprised how fun that can be. Number 7. I love number 7, and I know you've all done these things. I'm not telling you something you don't already know. I'm just bringing it from the back burner to the front burner to remind you of some things that maybe you forgot about, right? In the hubbub of a busy life that we live, these lives we're living, trying to cope and deal with everything: technology, social media, what's my purpose, what's my next move, where am I going now, blah blah. So number 7 is find a place that you would consider to be your spiritual place. It could be the park across the street. It could be the Rocky Mountains. It could be the Atlantic Ocean. It could be, you start with a space in your hometown. Find a place or a space in your hometown. And you can even have that sacred special place in your home. You might have a room that has your favorite books and some plants, but create a special haven for yourself. My husband has his own room, not bedroom, but cave room. You know, he has his computer in there. He's got his crossword puzzles. He's got his little shelf with his little toolkit on it. It's his space. He's got his Elvis memorabilia up there, his Johnny Cash portrait. That's his sacred space. And we all need a sacred space outside of work. He has a computer because he does all of our publishing, but he never has had internet on it. He only uses it to play games, which is very good for this, right? So where's your sacred space? Do you have such a thing? I loved it when these little she sheds came out. Do you know what I'm talking about? They're like a tiny house, and people put them in their backyard, and they were called she sheds or he sheds. And this is where, if I had one, I could take a girlfriend out there. We could have a glass of wine. We could watch. You get to go outside and be away from everybody. I love it. Actually, my sacred space is Mount St. Helens. Do you know about Mount St. Helens? In 1981, it blew up. It's in Oregon, and it blew up. I'm not sure if it's in Washington State or Oregon or right on the border. But we went there in, let me see, it must have been 1994, our first trip. So that would be about 13 years after it blew up. We went back probably 6 or 7 times, and we watched it evolve. There are plants growing there now that were never there before. A lake disappeared. A new lake was created. It was an amazing episode, trust me. And when I go there, I was like, always felt really, wow. So finding a sacred space. And nature, this also includes nature, getting involved in nature. In other words, walking with your bare feet on the grass. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Kiss the earth with your feet. Breathing. When I take my dog out every morning at 7 o'clock, I take him to the park across the street. And that's when I practice my breathing exercises that Sylvia Adler taught us. Breathing in. Breathing out. That's fun. These things are all fun. Okay, we're going to take another 30-second break because I need to get used to doing this because we have sponsors coming on board and advertisers, and I need to know to pay attention every 15 minutes. So here we go, 30 seconds. Welcome back, everyone, to the Today Show on here on a Friday, which is our fun day. And today we're talking about 10 ways to have fun. Not telling you anything you don't already know, but just reminding you of what you already know and bringing it to the front burner. So we talked about trying something new, having a do nothing day, having a movie binge day, go dancing, karaoke, music in your life, having taking time to pamper yourself, be good to this self that you carry around, splurge, wear something different, buy something different, go to your special place, build a sacred space for yourself. That's a lot of fun to have your own sacred space. Oh, Kathy has shared her sacred space. Look what. I found the cathedral forest on Vancouver Island to be a sacred place to me. The redwood trees are awe-inspiring. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that, Kathy. All right, the next one is go to farmers markets. They're all up and running now in the summertime. And I look forward. I even go back now to my former residence where they had a beautiful farmers market. And I've been back already this year because the Hutterite colony here in Alberta, they sell the most amazing chickens, organic chickens, like a little turkey. They're 6 and 7 pounds, and they're just delicious. Once you eat one of those chickens, the other chicken just doesn't taste right. So farmers markets, and the last time I was there, I bought a jar of homemade strawberry jam. I treasure that and have a little bit on my toast in the morning. Just treating myself to things and supporting other business owners. That's really important to me, and I have fun doing that. So I purchased these little scrubbies that this lady had knitted. They were kind of cool. I had never seen those before. So just even if you don't buy anything, just go to a farmer's market and you meet the most amazing people there. So if you go alone, I guarantee you before you leave, you're going to have talked to at least 10 people. And so I find that fun for me. And I'm just sharing things with you that I do to have fun. You may not even be interested in any of them, but they bring joy and fun to me. So on Saturday, it's tomorrow coming up. So go to a farmer's market. I bet there's one really near you, around you, in your city, maybe more than one. And now, of course, they'll be having all the fresh fruits and vegetables will be out, and it's a lot of fun to go to a market. Number 9, be okay with doing things by yourself. Now, a lot of people who've been married for a very long time can't even imagine what it would be like to have to do something by yourself. But I've been alone in my life on more than one occasion. And so early on, when I lost my first husband at 34, I had to learn how to be alone. I'd never been to a movie by myself. I'd never took myself out to dinner. And I think I'm so hot. I take myself on a date now, for sure. So getting used to doing things, people deprive themselves because they don't have a date or a partner or a girlfriend that's available that night to go to that movie that you want to go to. You don't have to have people around you to create your own fun. And nobody loves to entertain more than I do, or love to have people around me more than I do. But I enjoy my alone time as well. So I will go out and take myself out to lunch. I will go to a movie by myself. And as we grow older, right now, my husband, he's not really interested in going too far. So if I still want to continue doing some of these things, I'm going to have to do them by myself. That's okay. That's a good thing. Actually, it's very healthy. So don't be afraid to eat alone, go to a movie alone, and be good with that and treasure that time. I bet there's a few farmers markets around in Edmonton, Jill. Would there be more than one? And Jill, one on my bucket list is, and Jill's going to help me with this, I want to go to an opera. I don't want to go every week. I just want to go to one because I love the idea of those love stories being sung in a foreign language and the emotion that's attached to it. See, I'm a romantic, so that appeals to me. And yeah, like, whew. So it's okay to be by yourself. What's wrong with that? Nothing. You come here on your own, you're going to leave on your own, and you might as well enjoy the ride while you're here, whether there's people involved or not. We didn't talk about reading, but I could throw that in there too. Reading a new book, even one a month. I used to belong years ago to a book club, and you'd get one new book a month, and you ordered it, and they'd ship it to you, and it was the most amazing thing. Reader's Digest had it for if you wanted to order records or CDs, and it was the Book of the Month Club, and I enjoyed that. And that's how I started to build my library when I was very young. And so now I have books that if I haven't touched them in the last year or two, they go in a pile, and I give those books away, take them to the library, give them out to other people who haven't read them. So reading is so important. And it's fun. And I just finished our writer's retreat with the esteemed Sylvia Somerville because I thought I knew how to write. I didn't. Sylvia treated us to the 18 ingredients you need to have a bestseller. And we did the workshops over a period of 12 weeks. We did one workshop a week. Some of them, there were 2 in there. And we would, write pieces and articles and parts of that and send it into Sylvia, and she'd go over it. But out of the 18 ingredients, I can only name 3. 18 ingredients that are necessary for a bestseller. And Sylvia has 32 books to her credit and also publishes and does her own artwork. Illustrator, photographer, writer, publisher. So that leads me to number 10, which is say yes when opportunities come your way to spend time with people who know more than you do. Say yes. I thought I had that writing thing down pat because I was a teacher. I know how to write grammatically correct, but to write a story or to write a book that somebody couldn't put down, to create a page turner, I didn't know anything about that. So when Sylvia expressed an interest in doing a writer's retreat, I said, yes, let's do it. Always say yes to opportunities. And that's fun because you have no idea who's sitting next to you or where that person could take you or et cetera, et cetera. So say yes. It's fun to say yes. Because the first word we learn is no. No, don't touch that. No, you can't go there. No, that's not good enough. No, 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 no. But the brain is wired to yes. The no is something we create that's unnatural, actually. And should we have boundaries? Absolutely. No question about that. Should we say yes to everything? No. No. We're not going to say yes to drugs or yes to things that don't support us. But say yes to things that you know could help you or support you. Got it? And that's fun. All right. Well, thank you so much. Be spontaneous. Stop judging yourself. You're fine just the way you are, but we can always become more effective. We don't need to be better. We need to be more effective. I'm Dr. Laurie Davis signing off today for the Today Show. And I hope we learned a few things today about having fun and putting it in your plan, knowing that you deserve it and that you're worth it. And we'll look forward to seeing you on Monday when Virginia Clark and I will share some empowerment techniques with you. Actually, on Monday, we're going to present the difference between faith and fear. What does it take to live in fear, and what does it take to live in faith? So we're going to get some paper and some markers because we're going to be drawing some pictures. So that's Monday coming up. Faith versus fear with Virginia Clark and myself. Alrighty then. Bye for now. Talk to you soon.